Hello everybody and welcome back for some weekly VR news. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your channel for everything VR related. This week, we're finally getting some things that I've been desperately waiting for, plus a few additional surprises. We finally have some new Valve Deckard leaks, Skydance's Behemoth is dropping in just a few days, and out of nowhere we got a fantastic VR port for the original Halo. Now there are of course links and timestamps if you want to skip ahead, but before we jump in, today's video is brought to you by the physics-driven ultimate VR social sandbox, Banter. Developed by SideQuest, they've recently released a new trailer showcasing all of the major updates the game has recently received, and that trailer has been narrated by a famous actor, and if you could guess who it is, let me know down in the comments.
Okay. Well, then you're here to find out about Banter. Well, pull up a seat and find a headset. I'm about to explain the game of the future to you.
Now in terms of updates, there's finger tracking for Quest and Valve Index owners, an array of different means for full body tracking, including Vive trackers, slime, and Quest full body estimation. There's also improved lip syncing and motion capture avatar recording. They have a brand new menu system and SDK for building your own worlds and spaces, and an all new character and avatar system. So if you're looking for one of the most unique, free-to-play social experiences, go ahead and check out Banter. Okay, so let's start this video off like normal with the check-in, and that's what exactly am I up to in the VR world? Well, I'm actually recording this ahead of time. Currently, not right here and now, but when you're watching this, I'm in Amsterdam. I might be coming out of a coffee shop right now with bloodshot red eyes and having a good time. And I'm there because I'm going to the AI XR Awards, as I'm a finalist for XR Content Creator of the Year, so wish me luck, guys. Not gonna waste any more of your time. I might be doing a Behemoth video this week. It depends. I don't know what I'm up to in Amsterdam. If things are going well and I have the time, I will record my footage, I'll play through the game, and I will send it over to an editor to put it together for you guys, but I can't make any promises. Who knows what's gonna happen on this crazy week? But for now, let's get into some information that we do know. We know we'll see at least 3 new VR game releases, and the first one is the highly anticipated Skydance's Behemoth. The VR industry has been hyping this game up for months now, and Skydance has shown off 3 impressive demos. If you somehow don't know the storyline yet, you're a cursed warrior with supernatural abilities who's been set on a mission to rid the land of some giant monstrosities. It features a multi-hour, story-driven single-player campaign that has a high emphasis on climbing and grappling hook-style traversal, plus lots of brutal physics-based combat. Now, I will say not all the demos I tried for this game went over super smooth or had me 100% excited, but overall, I still think this is going to be a really good game. The only other disappointment is the fact that it's not coming immediately to Steam VR. You'll be able to get it on Quest, PlayStation VR2, and the Rift store. So if you're a PC player, you could still get the game. Don't worry guys, it'll most likely work with other headsets if you use something like Virtual Desktop, if you have a Pico, or if you have a Pimax that has built-in software to run the Rift games. And then there's always an application called Revive. So you should be able to play it at release, but Revive is sometimes a little sketchy. Now in other new releases, I Am Cat is making its way onto Steam VR. This unique sandbox-style experience has you taking on the role of a cat and seeing the world from their unique and also extremely moody perspective. The Quest release of this title led to a lot of viral content, so I'm expecting to see a lot more zaniness in the near future. Now both Steam VR and PlayStation VR2 owners will be getting the story-driven experience Stranger Things VR. Now, I previously played through the MetaQuest version and thoroughly enjoyed it, and where I found it lacking the most was graphical fidelity, which I expect to be nicely enhanced for both PCVR and the PlayStation VR2. As a Stranger Things fan, this added a lot to the overall storyline for me, but I understand this game isn't right for everyone. Now, moving into some game update news, we have a couple of delays. Both are for PlayStation VR2 titles, and the first one is Starship Troopers Continuum. Now, if you're up to date in current events, the title was supposed to be released on November 25th, and then the PlayStation VR store page for it mysteriously disappeared, and anyone who pre-ordered the game was instantly refunded. Well, just as quick as it disappeared, the page is back now, and the title is confirmed to be delayed once again, but there's no release date set just yet. Now, unexpectedly, the aerial combat title Aces of Thunder has been delayed until early 2025. It's been a long time since we've heard anything new about this game, and as 2024 was rapidly ending, many of us expected the game would see a delay. There's also plenty of competition right now, so it would absolutely be the worst time to release a game that's not 100% finished. I definitely don't mind waiting a few extra months for a title that comes with some extra polish. Now, waiting no time at all is Resolution Games, as they just announced a new sports title that's ready to release next week on December 11th. This is kind of like your Wii Sports of mixed reality, as it's a combination of pickleball, bowling, hockey, badminton, and mini golf. I actually just received a box from them today with, the information on their game. Home Sports. Resolution Games usually does a great job on new titles. Like, their games are always fun. So I'm excited for this one. Should be another good one. And speaking of good ones, VR Chat has just announced age verification. This is designed to instill more trust in your online interactions. And as a parent with young girls living in a world filled with child predators, I'm definitely happy to see something like this implemented. They're utilizing an optional third-party tool called Persona, and the concept behind implementing this is to increase overall trust in the VR Chat community. Now, they're also going to test other options like age-verified events. So if an environment or topic for a specific gathering is deemed mature, no one underage will be able to enter. So I'm 100% on board that they're putting tools in place that can increase trust, prevent predatory and catfishing style behavior, and create safe spaces for both the younger and older audiences. Overall, this is definitely a great move for VR Chat. Now, speaking of great moves, we just got a VR mod for the original PC version of Halo. Now, I just started testing this out, and it's surprisingly well done. Obviously, it's 6DoF and there's full motion controls, plus Halo is just still an iconic and super solid title. Now, in my mind's eye, I don't remember guys being that damn blocky, but it still looks pretty damn good and it's a lot of fun to play. Now, I haven't been able to get multiplayer to work just yet, but at the same time, I really haven't tried that much. And now let's finally get to the main story, the fact that we have some new Valve Deckard leaks. Finally! Praise Gaben. Now, I wish there was more information like a release date, a price, all the really good stuff, but we got pictures of a new Steam controller and new VR controllers. And it looks like they're going to be designed not only to play VR, obviously, but also to very easily play flat screen games. They're adding a D-pad on the left controller, and we now have 4 buttons on the right controller, very similar to what we have on standard controllers. So that right there is really solid. I think that's a great option, and that's what I'm expecting from the Deckard. A lot of people are like, well, is the Deckard going to be able to compete with Meta? Is it going to be able to compete with the Quest 3? I don't think they want to. You got to remember, Meta is a $1 trillion or near $1 trillion company. No one wants to go up against that. And Valve has a different section of the market. They want a new way for you to play their games on Steam. Now, if it runs Steam VR games, that's freaking awesome and amazing. And if it also is a great new way to play your flat screen games like the Steam Deck was, which I'm expecting this to be like a Steam Deck with a headset and can also do Steam VR games. That's my overall expectation. What it's going to cost, who knows? But that's my overall expectation, and the leaks seem to confirm that. So good news, guys. Now, let's just keep our fingers crossed, see when it's going to happen. Can't wait for it to drop. Apparently, I've heard some stuff's in mass production, but if you want the latest and greatest information, go check out anything Brad Lynch is producing. Sadly, it's Bradley. That's the guy for the leaks. He knows. I mean, everyone's re-reporting what he's showing off. So go directly to the source. He's an awesome dude. And that right there was today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, bam! If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And as always, I'll see you guys on next time.